Please note, this podcast contains references to physical and sexual assault and graphic depictions of violence. Listener discretion is advised. The views and opinions expressed throughout this podcast are solely those of the individuals expressing them and do not necessarily align with the opinions or beliefs of the host or producers.
Huh? Okay.
You want to sit over here?
No, I don't want to keep my purse as close to him as possible while the recorder's recording.
Doing all right. How are you?
Not good.
What's going on?
I don't know how to tell anybody this. The only thing I know to do is to do the right thing. And I loved Faith. I loved her with everything in me. And I want y'all to know that. I fought and I fought and I fought. And I know everybody's fought. And this whole time, I've been thinking I've been scot-free. I felt like I was scot-free, but it's holding me down. I don't know how to let go in life of anything. And I feel like the only way for me to let go of anything is to let go of the truth. I don't know how to tell y'all this, but I feel like she killed herself because of our relationship. And I feel like this is meant for me this is meant to happen. My whole life has led up to this point. I lacked taking responsibility for my own actions my whole life. I felt like every turn I made towards the good, I was veered back towards the bad, and I don't know any other way to be, but what I feel like has been predetermined by everybody around us, and it's because of the shit I've created myself. Not a day goes by that I don't think about her, or that I don't see a red bird and think about her. You want me to tell you what led me here? Okay, so I thought my old lady, I feel like I knew my old lady was cheating, and I went outside to go look around because I thought somebody was climbing in the window. I know it sounds paranoid, but it's not. It's not. It's real, and it's either God or God. God's telling me this. And so I find this dead bird on the ground, and this bird, I looked up the meaning of the dead bird, and it was a long story about how a man took a woman's everything from her in the worst way, and I feel like that's what's being done to me, and I know that's what's being done to me, and I know that I don't deserve anything but that. I don't know any other way to be, but to be honest, and it's taken me this long to realize that.
So what are you trying to be honest with me about?
That he thinks that she killed herself.
She did not kill herself, Ryan. And she was not hit by a car. Did your mother not tell you?
She said, somebody said it was angle iron. I told them that, but
No.
she fell.
Investigators had that conversation with your mom. The whole vehicle thing was ruled out a long time ago. She did not kill herself. She was not hit by a car. Faith died at that house. All we want to know is what happened. I don't think it was on purpose. I never did think it was on purpose. I never did believe the whole hit and run thing, but I didn't believe it was on purpose. And there's been lots and lots of conversations with lots of different people. And I'm just finding it hard to believe that it was all you. So Ryan, tell me, what happened? Just tell me.
The fight is the only thing that happened. When she left, I stayed there. After everybody else went inside, I stayed there. And I tried to talk to her. We talked for a minute or so, and then she took off. And she wanted me to follow her. And I couldn't because I knew it was going to get worse. But I figured she'd go down, come back. But she didn't. And the longer she spent, walking, the more I got nervous. The last truck that I remember seeing drive by was the fight truck with the red trailer. And when I walked out to the road, because I was sitting on the tailgate, when I walked out to the road and I stared up the road, I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see her because it was just getting dark. And the sound the trailer makes when it hits a bump, the empty trailer, the rattle, I heard this sound in the distance. That's what grabbed me and told me to go look for her. I should have left and went with her in the first place. I understand that. The fight should have never happened. But I couldn't see it get in the way of my mom. She dumped beer in my eyes. I couldn't see it get, that beer burns when it gets in your eyes. My mom was out the door before I could even get a chance to go out the door, and they went at it. And Faith's not afraid of nobody really. She's a tough bitch. She beat up my exes. She beat up quite a few people. But she wasn't afraid of my mom. She just didn't want to fight her because it was my mom. And my mom being my mom, she's going to get in the middle of it and try to protect me. And I feel like that's why she doesn't talk to me. I feel like she's pulled herself out of my relationship to see if I'm going to do the same thing again. And I can't. I can't chase anybody down. I can't.
How bad was the fight? How bad was the fight?
I just minimized it. It was bad enough. My mom busted her lip, but
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I
did
mean,
they fall off something?
No, we were all in the driveway.
Did I get kicked?
I don't think so. I want to say I don't think so, but
you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Like, if she got kicked, and or got kneed in the ribs, and she stood up. I mean, actually,
I don't know. Like I said, it was a big commotion. We're all in the driveway.
You see our thought process?
Yeah, I completely understand.
I mean,
completely
she walked away and then collapsed down there because she had gotten hurt in that fight and didn't realize it. Nobody realized it.
Really, what I feel like is that those Boost bars, because we took a Boost bar that day. Those Boost bars, I'll tell you right now from experience, they make your head feel all tippy. So I feel like she was running, and I feel like where I found her at, I feel like that trailer in the truck was trying to go around the corner, the curve, and I feel like whoever was driving didn't see her.
But there's no curve there.
I know. I know.
I drive down there every day, bro. I drive down there every day. I run this assault route for UPS for that reason. I pass Smurf's house every day. Every day. It's 0.5 of a mile or 0.4 of a mile from where she was found to there. Why did you get out of church that night and come see her sister?
I couldn't.
You know what I mean?
Everybody already has their own idea about
but that's
me.
what made it look that way.
I understand.
It's because you stayed at a distance so much.
I didn't know how to be honest.
Pass out flyers.
I didn't know how to be
get
honest.
Get on TV.
Everybody's already accusing me. So how did I?
But not in the first 5 or 10 minutes.
And then when I feel like it was about the money, I felt like everybody was running around trying to tell you guys that it was me. And I feel like
you didn't have a large amount of money to
understand. I understand that, but people are greedy.
I get it.
Okay?
I mean,
and I feel like it's our greed and our sex and our drugs and everything that's brought us where we're at. And I feel like that's what's all that, and me seeing all that, me realizing all that, is what's made me come here. I don't expect to leave here. And it's because of the idea that I already know that everybody's got it. I could never hurt her. I've pushed my limits with everything and everybody, but I could never hurt her. Not that bad.
So who did?
Because
If it wasn't the truck and it was the fight, and I don't feel like the fight was that bad.
Because the way your mother described it, it was a little bit different. And your mom, among other people, had quite a few things to say to investigators.
There's nothing I could say that's other than the truth, and I feel like telling somebody else would have been the wrong thing to do. Telling anybody, but who deserves to know the truth. And that's faith. And God. And you guys.
Mm-hmm.
her son, her children. We want to be able to tell Aiden one day that whoever's responsible is being held accountable.
And that's what I'm trying to do is hold accountable so that it's not placed on you.
Right. Well, honesty that's what's going to get it. The whole vehicle thing is just ruled out. So it's hard. None of us will believe that it's a vehicle because they said it wasn't a vehicle.
At all.
There's
like
nothing that
no
indicates-
evidence. And the injuries to her body.
So that's where it all comes in. Okay, what happened at this house? So the fight, if that's the only thing that happened, it had to have been that severe that she was injured that much
And walked off.
that she walked off,
I don't know.
or something else happened, or she was put there. That's logic,
I
right? That's
understand.
realistic.
And
That's logic.
Logically, that's immediately
It's one or the other.
I felt like in my heart that she might have fell there or somebody put her there, but she wasn't hit and slid. If somebody's hit by a vehicle, they're going to slide something. There was no scrapes in the gravel whatsoever.
So if she just walked off after the scuffle,
Hold on.
what would make you say somebody put her there?
Because there's no mark showing that she fell there. And if she was hit by a vehicle, then she wouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? There
Exactly.
would have been some gravel moved or something. There was no
Plastic, no headlights, no
Nothing.
paint.
Nothing.
So we're on the same page here. So you're saying you didn't do it,
No.
right? You didn't
Yeah,
put
that's
her in a
exactly-
vehicle and take her down
No.
there.
Hell
Did your
no.
mom?
No.
What about Smurf?
No.
Somebody did.
Well, somebody did. It was either one of those
Listen.
two things.
And that's immediately
I don't-
what I thought. And that's immediately what I
listen.
felt. That's what I told him. And of course, that,
Right, and you went walking down there, right?
yeah. After a few minutes or so, I sitting on the tailgate. I felt like I felt that tug at my heart. So, of course, me being me, chase her down like I usually do. I walk out to the edge of the road and to look to see if she's coming back. And I couldn't see her because she'd walked so far. And I sat there for 10 minutes maybe or maybe more, but I just sat there staring, trying to wait for her to come back, staring across the street. And the last truck that passed, like I said, when I told them that I wasn't 100% sure what color the truck was, I felt like in my heart, that flash of that memory, because it wasn't like I was staring at the truck to see it went on the road. It was just like my subconscious caught it. Like I was staring off into space, the truck drove by, and then so I told him, of course, I wasn't 100% sure that it was that color truck and trailer, but I felt like it was.
So you're saying that from the time that she walked off and the time that you started walking down behind her, there was about 10 minutes lapse.
Maybe a little more. Maybe more.
But then when you got there, you thought maybe it was that truck, but it didn't make sense to you because it looked like she'd been laid there.
Yeah.
So how do you explain within 10 minutes how she's on the side of the road looking like she was laid there?
That's what I've been trying to figure out this whole time. I don't know. I'm not an investigator.
Okay, listen. I am not interested in the wrong person going to jail. I am not interested in a person going to jail for an accident. What I am interested is in the truth. What happened to Faith? What happened to Faith that day that caused her to die? That's what I want to know.
The fight and her leaving. That's all I know. And I feel like in my heart, I feel like somebody hit her, and I feel like they kept going. And
There was no car involved.
Right, so that's
There was
just
no
then
car
she
involved.
fell. And she had to have fell running down.
How
the road.
but not dying.
Scrapes. She had scrapes
No, she didn't.
on her chest.
All the way up here.
Yeah.
Okay, these scrapes here and no place else makes no sense. There's no way she can fall. You've got a nose sticking all the way out here, a forehead, a chin. She's got 2 boobs, shoulders, that's going to hit that ground first. She would have had skid marks everywhere. She had a place right here. So she didn't fall running down. She wasn't running down the road and fell down. She had several broken ribs on the left side of her body, down her back and down her front, and her spleen was lacerated. She bled to death on the inside, Ryan. That was not from a car, and that was not from falling down. So please tell me the truth. I would like to know that I came all the way down here to sit down and meet with you, to hear your side, and that you're going to sit there and tell me the truth about it. So I would like to know the truth about what happened.
The truth is, if we would have gave each other the chance to be honest, things would have been different. She wouldn't have, she wouldn't have done
what truth are you talking about? What were you talking about being
because
honest?
we lied and cheated on each other. And we couldn't.
Is that what the fight was? That's what started y'all's fight?
No, I mean, we were fine. We were sitting on the couch, and my mom was cooking, and we were just chilling. We were coloring and shit. That's what we did. We got high, we colored, and we did stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I would never hurt her.
Right, but y'all were arguing.
But somebody did.
I understand.
That's the thing.
And that's all that I want to know.
It's in a car.
Because all this other stuff is just BS.
Sounds like controversy.
It's a bunch of BS. And it makes it even thicker. And it makes it worse. And it's pretty damning for you that people who were there that night are also pointing the finger at you.
I understand.
And what you don't know is that there are other people who have reached out to me and told me on the phone that they have heard your mother talking about what really happened. And that her plan is to point the finger at you, and because she's not going to prison. So you tell me, Ryan, what happened to Faith? Because that's the only way that any of this is going to go away. That's the only way that there's going to come any kind of end. I personally don't think you killed her. I don't think anybody did it on purpose. I think it was an accident. And I think that everybody panicked when they figured out they actually ended up killing her and went and put her down there.
No, that's not it at all.
Then tell me.
It's the fight. Yeah.
It was the fight.
That's why it explains why my mom's health has been going down. She's not. She says it's diabetes, but I don't feel like it is.
This is something that she's going to have to live with. But you don't.
I have no interest in the wrong person.
That's it.
And I'm really not even interested in prison. I'm not interested. I am interested in somebody telling me what happened to Faith that night. Why is my daughter dead?
I feel like she found there was no way out. She felt like there was no way out.
She did not commit suicide, Ryan. Try again.
Because she didn't get hit by a car.
How could she have committed suicide?
Because I feel like she was suicidal, just like I was. And I feel like we were both sick and we both needed help. And I feel like coming to you is the only thing that's going to heal me from the inside out. There's no other way for me to heal myself from the inside out.
You can heal. And you start. I'm not your redeemer.
God is.
Jesus is. He's your redeemer. And the first step to the path of redemption and for full forgiveness and to get this weight off of you is to tell the truth and start living honestly. Because really, that's what brought you here.
Otherwise, it's not going to ever leave you. Because you're always going to have that weight on you.
Always. It's always going to be there. And I don't want that on you.
Because people can talk and they can say what they want, but
if you're not,
we're all on the same page. We honestly don't believe you did it. But somebody did in that house. And whether it was on
and your mother is aware. She's had multiple conversations with investigators. And she has been informed that Faith did not commit suicide. And Faith was not hit by a vehicle. Your mother has been informed that Faith died there and that she was placed there. Your mother is aware of this.
I feel like she was completely honest. I feel like we all minimized the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it took me this long to realize that. And I don't see it any other way. But to tell you that. Like in case of yesterday, I felt that way. And I didn't. And up until everything's been taken from me, and I feel like I have to walk away or run away. Do I realize that?
It's not going to get any better, Ryan, until you stop running and you stop walking away and you turn around and face it. It's liberating. And that is your first major step to turning it all around. And you're not alone. You're never alone. You accept Jesus, he's right there with you the entire time. And he gives you that strength. But he also gives you a conviction that is not people conviction, Ryan, because he knows. But he's not mad at you. But it's not worth eternity and damnation for either. It's not worth it.
Not for an accident, and especially not for something you did.
Don't. Eternity's a long time, my friend. And it's hot there. But you gotta stop running.
Faith's case is still open, and her killer or killers have not yet been brought to justice. If you know anything about Faith, her death, or those who may be responsible, we'd like to hear from you. Please visit echospace.media/tips and either leave a voicemail or send us a message. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Blunt Force Trauma Podcast. If you're enjoying this podcast, please consider our subscriber option on Apple Podcasts or Patreon at patreon.com/echospacepodcasts, where you get access to early episode drops, ad-free episodes, and bonus content across all of the Echospace shows. If you'd like to keep up to date with progress on Faith's case, please visit and follow the Justice for Faith Ely Facebook page. You'll find a link to it in the episode notes. Blunt Force Trauma is a production of Echospace, written and hosted by Troy Taylor. Executive producers are Troy Taylor, Mark Teruli, and Fred Scherzer. Our main theme song is Lose My Mind by Maya Davidoff, and the show also contains audio content from Moby Gratis.